coming to Guidepost, and a space for us to feel safe, to grow, to ponder, to question things, and hopefully to change something within us. I am Jorge Luis Sarmiento. Today, I want to bring to you a concept that I think is very appropriate for these times, and it's the concept of Perseus and Hecate of Greek mythology, or Shiva and Shakti of Hindu mythology. Or is it mythology? No, it's mythology. But before we talk about Perseus and Hecate or Shiva and Shakti, I think that the bottom of the presentation, the bottom of the conversation today is not judgment, not judgment. The worst sin is judgment. So let's go with the Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, the god of dismantling, the god of destruction is Perseus. And usually, Perseus is followed by his daughter, Hecate. Hecate is the goddess of creativity and compassion. The daughter of Perseus is the daughter of the god of dismantling, destruction, is the goddess of creativity and compassion. How beautiful that is. How beautiful that is. In Hindu mythology, Shiva is the god of dismantling, of destruction. And the goddess of creativity and compassion is Shakti. And they travel together. Usually one first and the other one later, either close or a little behind, but they still travel together. So today we're talking about Perseus and Hecate. I am going to use more the Hindu mythology. I am going to use Shiva and Shakti, but it's the same concept. So you are already familiar with the process of fields that are burned after they are used, like corn fields are burned after they were used, and many other plantations follow the same style. And the reason for that is that burning breaks faster all of the biological material, and then it can be absorbed by the dirt, and then the dirt becomes better for the next crops that will be planted there. So here in this picture, we can see the dismantling, the destruction. That would be Shiva. And then in the other picture, we can see the farmers planting the seeds, and that would be Shakti. So Shakti is following Shiva, destruction or dismantling. The interesting thing is that usually the person that goes to burn the crops is not the same person that is planting, because they have to move, because time happens. Usually the burning might be closer to fall or early spring, and then the planting is going to be later in springtime. So the same people that are burning the fields are not the same people that later will be doing planting the seed for the next crops. So we can say that Shiva and Shakti are working together for the purpose of growing better crops, taking advantage of what we have. So that is the general concept of Shiva and Shakti, dismantling, destruction, versus creativity and compassion. And I am bringing this subject today because we are in a new administration in our political system. We have a new administration in the White House. And things seem to be going crazy for some people. For other people think, oh, it is going wonderful. It doesn't matter what we think or I think. Really, the White House right now is Shiva. It is Shiva. Shiva has a divine order. Destruction is part of the divine order. Dismantling is part of the divine order. Thing has to be turned down for something new to come. Okay? So we must see divinity on everything. We must see divinity on everything. We must see that the dismantling that is happening will bring something new. It will bring something new. There is going to be more creativity, there is going to be more compassion later. So we have to embrace, bring in the Shiva process. We have to bring that in. Now, Shakti, creativity, compassion, will come later. But we are the advanced class. We are the advanced class. I cannot continue with these farming examples. We are grown up. I can go to a better example. So please let me tell you a little story. And here we go. In this story, I hope that the bottom of the story is, who are you? I am going to tell you the story, but you have to choose, who are you? Are you Perseus, god of dismantling destruction? Or are you Hecate, goddess of creativity and compassion? Are you Shiva, god of dismantling and destruction? Or are you Shakti, goddess of creativity and compassion? So that is the question. That is the question. Who are you? But I am so good that I am going to give you the answer already. From the beginning. From the beginning, I'm going to give you the answer. You are Shakti. Unless you are watching this program and you work in Washington or for a federal agency that reports to the current White House direction. If you are working for the federal government or for the White House administration, you are Shiva. Embrace that, love that. But most of us, the bulk of us, are not working in the White House. The bulk of us is not in Washington, D.C. right now. Most of us are not working or being paid by the USA government at this time, by the White House, by the executive branch of government. So it is simple. The answer is simple. Your salary, your money is coming from the current White House administration, or it is not. Period. Period. That is what defines if you are Shiva or you are Shakti. And here comes the story. Once upon a time, long time ago, in a town far away, there was a building that was no longer usable for the community. It had served its purpose. It did what it had to do when it was working 100 years ago. The building provided food for the community. That building provided work for the community. And in hard times, that building also provided cover for the community. And that was hundreds of years ago. Time passed. It was a beautiful building. And many people had heard beautiful stories that they kept in written books or just in local folklore, where people would remember the stories told by grandpas of the things that happened in that building. But the town was growing. The town was changing. And the town had to do something with that space because it was in a proper place, very centric, very appropriate for other applications, not for that very old steel mill that was running there. So the community got together and the community voted. The community was invited to vote, what do we want to do with this old building? And everybody went to that county meeting, and everybody said, oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this and that. And there were discussions, and at the end there was a voting. In that voting, the community voted to demolish the building. That was the vote of the community. Let's demolish the building. There are some things that are still good. The lot is a good lot. It has a beautiful creek in the middle, and it has beautiful trees. Those trees should be kept. Maybe not the building, but the trees. And oh, there is this little bell on top of the building. We can keep that bell. So there were some parts that the community decided to keep. There were other parts that the community decided not to keep. But the community voted. The community voted to demolish the building. You are adults. You know what I am talking about, what voting I am talking about. You are adults. But let's continue the story. Then the community got together and they said, okay, we have to hire a contractor to help us demolish the building. And they got together and they saw the different specs and capabilities of the contractors, and they said, hey, this looks like a good one. Shiva Demolition Contractors. Let's hire them. And they were the good ones. They had the best proposal, they had the best presentation, the best offer. The community voted for Shiva Demolition Contractors. Okay? The contractor was really good. He was a hard-working contractor. He was disciplined. He would raise early morning. He would work the whole day and go late to bed doing his work. He was a really good worker. He would go there and get in his crane early morning and get that wrecking ball banging against the wall day by day, hour by hour, second by second, working hard in dismantling that building. Working really hard, very disciplined, hard-working person, just demolishing the building down. And after that, that contractor had to get the the front loaders and the trucks to remove all of that concrete pieces. They were there early morning, getting the trucks, guiding the trucks, getting the front loaders, dumping the front loaders on the trucks. They are disciplined, hard-working people. But even though the contractor is working hard, and let's say that he's working hard for a couple of years, because the building was large. So let's say that the contractor is working for a couple of years. The question is, in that little town, far, far away, while the contractor is waking up early morning to demolish the building, moving that wrecking ball, what is the rest of the community doing? That is the question. That is the question. What is the rest of the community doing while the contractor is demolishing the building? Here is the answer. The community is getting together. The community is in meetings. The Association of Physicians is meeting. The Association of Health Insurance Companies, they are meeting. The Association of Teachers, they are meeting. The Association of Industrialist Producers, they are meeting. They are planning, they are thinking, they are dreaming, they are imagining something new. That's what the community is doing while the contractor is busy demolishing. The community is meeting, dreaming the new future. So they think, we can have a park in the middle, and we can have a building in this side, and we can have this other building in this side. The buildings are going to be different. They are going to have more glass, more open spaces, more attuned to the new style of work. There is going to be Wi-Fi, because before there was no Wi-Fi. There are going to be this new furniture. We will keep these trees. We will keep this park area, and then we build these new spaces on that lot where that old building used to be. So that is what the community is doing. That is what the community is imagining. That is what the community is dreaming. That is what the community is thinking of while the contractor is busy demolishing. Unknown to the contractor, Shakti Design Company, Hecate Design Company, are thinking new designs for that space that is being cleared. While the contractor, the demolition contractor, is working, the rest of the community, the rest of the community, Shakti Creative, Hecate Designs, is planning the new future. The demolition guy, the demolition contractor, is a good person, but he knows how to demolish. He doesn't know anything about organization systems. He doesn't know anything about glass. He doesn't know anything about structures. The contractor is good at demolishing. You are good at creating the new future. So who are you? You are Shakti. You are the creative person. You are the compassionate person. You are the person with new ideas. This is the community of the future. So, while Shiva Contractors destroys, Shakti stands firm. Firm in your desires. Firm in your dreams. Firm is in your hope. You stand firm in your creativity, in your soul, in your divinity, in your essence, in your light, in your grace, in your humanity. And you design the new future. And it begins now. It begins now. If you think that we need a healthcare insurance company for the whole country. A private healthcare insurance company for the whole country, like we do right now, and we give zillions of dollars to the corporate executive. That's what you want for the future? Shakti? Design company? That's what you want for the future, Shakti? Oh, you are going to destroy that, and you are going to keep the big health insurance companies that they just take the money. Shakti, dream the new future. Get together. Talk about what is the future. How do you want it? Physicians, get together. Healthcare systems. How come a hospital has to be all over the country? From north to south, from east to west. Why can't the healthcare system be so monopolistic? Can we come up with a different idea? That is Shakti. Shakti is creating, is thinking, is dreaming, is hoping for a new future where we have better health care. What about these executives in New York City that they are managing somebody else's money, they get a bonus, and they don't pay taxes, even though it's not their money? Shiva is here to destroy that. That is not fair. But what is going to be the new method? What is going to be the new dream? What is the new hope? What is the new divinity? What is the new essence? What is the new light that is bright right now within you, within your community, within your peers, in your profession? Where is it? Oh, we are just here waiting for Shiva Demolition Company to go and demolish. Look, that big ball, how it goes back and forth. Look at that. Ah, please, please. You have creativity. You have compassion. You have ideas. You have concepts. You have hope. Get in the drawing board. What is it that is going to be built in that lot? What is it that is going to be built in that lot? It's going to be this building with glass, taller doors, larger windows. Or are you going to build something similar than was there before? A building with smaller windows, no light coming in, no Wi-Fi. Ooh, no Wi-Fi, no. So who are you? Are you Shiva, the god of disassembly, or are you Shakti, the goddess of creativity and compassion? So I invite you to answer the question that was posed at the beginning of the conversation. Who are you? Are you Shiva? Or are you Shakti? If you are Shakti creative, Hecate design, and most of us are, we have to begin talking. We have to begin meeting. We have to begin dreaming and presenting the new ways that we are going to work. Yes, healthcare is a really good example. Everything privatized and everything going to the CEOs. We want to continue with that model. Oh, after all this destruction, after we demolish that old building, after we demolish all that, after we demolish that other part, and after we demolish all of that, now we're going to continue with the same model. Ha! How beautiful of you! You didn't come up with a new idea. Huh? That's really who we are. That's how far our creativity goes. And it goes for all other systems that we relay in our modern life. Oh, speed trading. Speed trading in New York. The company, if the company is making this remote control, companies are still making that remote control. And here, the speed trading guys, they are just playing with software and they buy or sell, buy or sell, buy or sell the stock of the company that makes this. Let's say that this company has 10 employees and they work 10 hours a day. These people are going to be always working the 10 employees and 10 hours a day. And they make the same money. But the speed traders in New York, the speed traders that work so smart in a stock, that they just place a software program there to trade a stock and it's not producing anything new, they are making zillions of dollars. Do we want to continue with that model? Do you want to continue with that model? Or is it going to be demolished by Shiva? I think that we want it demolished by Shiva. I think that we want something that resembles better the value that is produced by this company. Not the money just going to people that is sitting behind desks, playing with softwares. That has nothing to do with the people that is making the product. We are a country of creative people. We are a country of people that designs new systems. That's why we come to this country. Because we come to create. Because we come to design. So, who are you? Are you Shiva in the destruction mode, which is blessed, is divine, it is needed? Or are you Shakti in the creative mode with new ideas and new design? The issue here is you cannot put 300 million people demolishing. You cannot put 300 million people demolishing. To demolish is easier than to build. It has always been that way. It has always been that way. You can demolish something really fast, really easy. You can kill somebody with just a stick. If you hit somebody in the proper place, with just one stick, you kill somebody. But to create life requires more. Requires more dedication, more time, more effort. So creativity, new ideas require more time, more people, more dedication. Destruction, in the other side, does not require all that time, all that dedication, all that effort. However, it is not a bad thing. It is a divine part of nature. It is a divine part of nature. So I want you to think about that. I want you to ponder, who are you? Who are you? And begin acting accordingly. Begin acting accordingly. Whatever profession you are at, get together with your peers. Get together with your peers. Dreaming the new organizations, dreaming the new systems, dreaming the new ideas, dreaming the new future. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure sharing these concepts with you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.